Welcome to the Fleet Farm pregame show. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Today, to help us preview Manitowoc Ships football, we've got Manitowoc native and local football legend, Charlie Berens. Charlie, let's start with that, right? Set a baseline for why you're here and you're back to your playing days. Remind the folks about that.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing that up. Folks, I don't want to brag or anything, but in high school, I was the second string split end and the fourth string quarterback. I was also the sixth string punter, okay? And that's it's a rare thing to find these days for sure. Someone with so much versatility in the game as me. And, honest to Pete, I just, every time I get out there, I play real hard, okay? I tend to get out there when I was playing in the playing days, approximately between 30 to 42 seconds per game. Okay. But the rest of the time I took my job very seriously, which was making sure that bench was warm. And I didn't just warm the side of the bench I was sitting on. I put hand warmers, cranked them up and warmed the rest of the bench for my teammates. And that's really what it's about, playing, being a team member, and I think that might be lost these days. So I'm just really trying to bring it back, I
think it makes total sense why we have you here then, Charlie. Friday night in Wisconsin, there's a few things. We call them the 3 Fs, right? After work, you go down to the fish fry, you go to Fleet Farm, and then you go to the football game. Can you have a better Friday night than that?
No, you can't. And, you can't go wrong at the fish fry. I don't care if you're getting perch, walleye, or cod, it's fried and it's fish. So you're not going wrong anywhere there. And then, you get anything, you get your grocery shopping and then your hardware shopping done at the Fleet Farm, sure. And then you feel like you've accomplished something, and then you just go enjoy the heck out of the football game, and that is what we call Friday night. Absolutely.
You are what I would call our nationwide advocate for pocket jerky. Football game. I mean, that's I don't know. I mean, that's got to be in the top 3 places to have pocket jerky ready.
It is. Yeah, it's a football game. It's ice fishing, then it's church. And honest to Pete, if you don't have your right seasoning in it takes a certain kind of season for each of them events. So, for a football game, you want to add a lot of peppercorn in that situation. Okay. Cause it's a little zip in your step. Okay. Sometimes some games can last a little long, and you put some of that peppercorn jerky in, by gosh, all Friday, you're going to be feeling good. Okay. So them are the things you just got to take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. And jerky takes care of all them.
So we're here to preview Manitowoc Ships football. Charlie, they've took it on the chin this year. They're 0-3. So we need a little bit of motivation. You got Greg Enns, a great coach for the Ships. But you might have some words of wisdom for these boys out there trying to get their first win. It will be a tough game on Friday night against a kind of a collection of all-stars from the Madison area. So it's going to be a tough game, but looking for their first win tonight.
Well, and as I always says, just because you lost 3 games don't mean you can't lose 6. Okay. And just because you lose 6 games don't mean you can't lose 9. But I'll tell you this much. It also don't mean you can't win 1 or 2 or 3. So it's an open sea out there, and there's nothing the ship like more than an open sea. Okay. So I think the Ship's got a heck of a chance. Okay. I think they're going to pull it through and win the game. Worst case scenario is screw the pooch. You still can have jerky afterwards, Yeah,
I think that's right. Again, we're here with Manitowoc native and local football legend Charlie Berens here on the Fleet Farm pregame show. Fleet Farm proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. We mentioned the fish fry. Sometimes you might get an old fashioned down there. Now, it could be a long time between you leave the fish fry, you do your shopping at Fleet Farm, you get down to the game. That could be the case for a 3-finger on the brandy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going 3 fingers tall on that brandy. Don't matter the circumference of the glass. You like that circumference? Fifth. When I was doing math, they didn't think I'd ever remember that word, but right up here, steel trap. So you have 3 fingers tall or 4 fingers. There's no judgment here. Okay, none at all. But yeah, you keep her moving any way you got to do that.
We'll start to wrap up the Fleet Farm pregame show. In other news, volleyball at Manitowoc, one of the top teams in the state. Of course, Charlie already knows that. They're the number 2 seed in the state tournament. They got a real chance. Charlie, any volleyball history in your life?
Yeah, bump, set, and spike. That is what I know about volleyball. I've watched a couple games. I played in gym class, and I don't want to flex here or anything, but when we played in gym class, I was one of the last people to get out. Okay, you throw the volleyball at the other person. If they catch it, you're out. If they hit them, they're out of the deal. So what's that? Oh, that's dodgeball. Oh, yeah, no advice about volleyball at all. But they're going to do fantastic. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely. All right, we'll bring the Fleet Farm pregame show in for a landing, and we'll turn it back to Charlie for last words. The stage is yours.
Yeah, I just want to say, when the going gets tough and the tough get going against you, just one foot in front of the other. Keep her moving, okay? And while you keep her moving, watch out for deer. They do like to run through them fields, okay? And volleyball courts for that matter. So just watch out for them, everyone.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.